The Young and the Restless spoilers. Saturdays full, the 1st of August 2026. Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. It is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is currently happening in Genoa City. We have so much to unpack from the latest developments, and trust us, you are going to want to hear every single detail of this breakdown. Let's get right into the thick of it. I cannot believe they actually did that. I am literally sitting here typing furiously in the middle of the night because my mind is completely blown by what I just watched. Are you kidding me right now? Phyllis and Matt Clark? Sleeping together? I mean, I knew they were getting close. I knew she was playing some kind of twisted, manipulative game, but actually taking him to bed? Red, what on earth are you doing? I've been watching this show for years, since way back when Phyllis was actually a mastermind who made sense. And this has to be one of the most unhinged, self-destructive things she has ever done in the history of this soap. And let's just pause and remember the dark history here. Remember when she literally kidnapped him and held him in a dark basement to force a confession out of him? Yeah, that wasn't even that long ago. She was screaming at him. Sienna knocked her out cold, and now they are bumping uglies? It is so gross, and yet I cannot look away. Because I know some people are loving this toxic dynamic, but personally, I am just terrified for her. Matt is a monster. He tortured Nick. He tortured Sharon. He is faking this entire amnesia thing, and we all know it. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the actual spoiler for July 31, because Matt is about to make a massive mistake. Just when he gets his ankle monitor taken off, yes, the man is walking around as a free man now, which is an absolute joke in itself. Considering his crimes, what does he do? He decides to reach out and try to make peace with Sienna Bacall. Why? Why would you poke the bear? Sienna is dating Noah Newman. Noah already wants to rip Matt's head off and mount it on the wall at the Shadow Room. Am I the only one who thinks Noah is going to actually kill him this time? I mean, Noah has been pushed to the absolute brink of his sanity. Matt lured Sharon and Noah to that abandoned gas station in Vegas. Matt made Nick crash his car. And now Matt thinks he can just stroll up to Sienna and be like, hey, let's be friends? Noah is fiercely protective of Sienna. If Matt even breathes in her direction, Noah is going to lose whatever tiny shred of control he has left, and I honestly would not blame him one bit. And think about Phyllis. What happens when Red finds out that the guy she just slept with is secretly reaching out to Sienna? Phyllis is already paranoid. She is already on the edge because of Victor's AI frame-up and losing her company. If she gets even a whiff that Matt is focusing his attention on another woman, especially someone connected to the Newmans who knocked her out in a basement, she is going to explode. Matt is playing with fire, and honestly, I hope he burns to the ground. Okay, back to the point. The real tragedy in all of this is Nick Newman. I am so heartbroken over Nick right now, I can barely stand it. The spoilers say Sharon is leaning on Noah because Nick has suffered another setback in his recovery. I am so sorry, but the writers are just torturing this poor man. He finally did the right thing. He checked himself into rehab after that horrific fentanyl and cocaine overdose in Vegas. He was trying to get clean. Joshua Morrow has been acting his heart out, and we all wanted to see Nick win this battle. But how is he supposed to stay clean when his ex-wife, the mother of his children, is sleeping with a man who tried to destroy their family? Of course Nick is having a setback. He is watching Matt walk around free, without an ankle monitor, living it up with Phyllis, while his own mother was fighting for her life. The stress is unimaginable. I know Nick has his flaws, and sometimes he can be incredibly self-righteous, but he does not deserve this level of psychological torture. And seeing Sharon have to lean on Noah? It breaks my heart into a million pieces. Sharon has been through so much trauma herself. Remember the clinic with Martin Laron? She knows what it's like to be held captive by a psychopath. Now she has to watch the love of her life because let's be real, Nick and Sharon belong together. Don't even argue with me on this spiral back into addiction. Noah having to be the strong one for his mom while his dad falls apart is just brilliant but devastating writing. Sharon Case is giving us everything right now. Wait, I need to take a breath because we have to talk about the Newmans. Nikki can see again. Oh my God, you guys, when I read that Nikki got her sight back, I actually cheered out loud in my living room. After weeks of her being completely blind, smashing her vanity mirror in absolute agony, and counting the stairs in the dark, our queen is finally getting her vision back. Melody Thomas Scott has been acting her absolute heart out in this storyline, and she deserves all the Emmys. The sheer terror of that bandage removal scene last week still haunts me, so this is the best news ever. So now, the spoilers say Victor and Nikki are agreeing to start a new chapter together. A fresh start. An era of peace. I mean, I love a good Nictor reunion as much as the next longtime fan, but are we forgetting what Victor did? I am literally screaming at my screen right now. Victor is playing the doting, loving husband, holding her hand, telling her he'll always protect her. But he stole her shares. Remember back in June? When Nikki was drugged up and having those severe headaches, and Victor manipulated her into signing that medical power of attorney that actually transferred all her Newman Enterprises shares into a trust he controls? He was liquidating her assets while she was incapacitated. And now he's smiling in her face, pretending to be her savior because her sight is back. It makes my blood boil. How can he look her in the eyes? Eyes that can finally see again and lie to her like that. Because this is classic Victor Newman. He creates the problem or exploits the problem and then positions himself as the ultimate hero. He brought Patty Williams back to town. Patty is the reason Jack got stabbed, Diane got kidnapped, and Ashley had a primal breakdown when Abby and Dominic were taken. Victor's hands are covered in blood and trauma, yet he has the audacity to judge everyone else and pretend his marriage is entering a beautiful new era. I give this new chapter about 2 weeks. Max. Because the second Nikki realizes that Victor used her blindness and her brain tumor to rob her of her corporate power, she is going to go scorched earth. Nikki is not some weak little housewife. She is a powerhouse. And when she finds out that her own husband looted her estate while she thought she was dying, the fallout is going to be biblical. I am already popping my popcorn for the moment she slaps him across the face with those divorce papers. Let's just look at the contrast here for a second. You have Nick, who is literally destroying his own body with drugs because he cares too much and can't handle the pain of his family being threatened. And then you have Victor, who feels absolutely nothing when he ruins lives as long as it benefits Newman Enterprises. It is such a fascinating psychological study. I know some people are loving Victor's ruthless era right now, but personally, I am exhausted by his lack of consequences. Someone needs to take him down a peg. And how does Matt Clark fit into all of this? I swear, if Victor ends up using Matt as a pawn against Jack or someone else, I am going to throw my remote at the television. Matt is a wild card. He is dangerous. The fact that he is reaching out to Sienna shows that he has absolutely no fear. He doesn't care that his ankle monitor just came off. He doesn't care that Noah wants him dead. He thrives on the chaos. He is a sociopath who loves playing games with people's lives. What is Sienna even going to do? Remember when Sienna saved Matt from Phyllis in that basement? Sienna has this weird, extreme loyalty to him sometimes, but she also acts completely indifferent to his claims of being a changed man. If Matt tries to make peace, is she going to fall for it? Or is she going to use it to set him up for Noah? I kind of want Sienna to be the one who takes Matt down. That would be the ultimate poetic justice after everything he has put her and the Newmans through. But let's circle back to Phyllis, because I am still not over it. I'm sorry, I just can't let it go. Phyllis is a smart woman. She built the Summers Group. She survived Victor's AI frame-up barely by throwing Christine under the bus, which was iconic, let's be real. But why is she self-destructing with Matt? It's like she has this pathological need to be the bad girl, to do the most shocking thing possible just to prove she can. She is addicted to the drama just as much as Nick is addicted to the pills. She knows Nick is struggling. She knows Nick hates Matt. Is she doing this to punish Nick? Or is she doing this because she thinks she can control Matt? Newsflash read, nobody controls Matt Clark. He is going to use her, chew her up, and spit her out. And when he does, she is going to have no one left. Summer isn't even in town right now, though rumors say she might be coming back with a new face, which I am SO here for, by the way. Phyllis is isolating herself, and it is going to end in absolute disaster. And poor Sharon. Sharon is carrying the weight of the entire world on her shoulders right now. She is worried about Nick's relapse. She is worried about Noah's explosive anger. She is probably still worried about Mariah's situation with Devin. Sharon just wants her family to be safe and whole. Seeing her have to rely on Noah, her son, to navigate Nick's addiction is such a heartbreaking role reversal. Noah is stepping up as the man of the family while Nick is falling apart. So, what is going to happen next? I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. Matt is going to contact Sienna. Noah's going to find out and confront Matt, and it is going to get violent. Nick, in his compromised, relapse state, is going to try to intervene and probably make things 10 times worse. Phyllis is going to realize Matt is playing games behind her back, and she's going to unleash her fury. And Victor? Victor is going to sit back in his leather chair, sipping tequila, watching them all destroy each other while he counts Nikki's stolen money. It is an absolute mess, and I am obsessed with every single second of it. This is the kind of high-stakes, messy, emotional drama that made me fall in love with The Young and the Restless in the first place. You have real consequences, real addiction storylines, massive corporate betrayals, and romantic entanglements that make absolutely no sense but are incredibly entertaining. The writers are giving us everything right now, even if it makes me want to pull my hair out. I just need Nick to get it together. I need Nikki to discover the truth about the shares and destroy Victor. And I need Matt Clark to finally face the music for what he did in Vegas. But knowing this show, we are in for months of agony before we get any real payoff. And you know what? I'll be right here watching, complaining, and loving every minute of it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I know I cannot be the only one losing my mind over this.